Hello you guys, welcome to, it's like basically Wednesday now. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. Monday, I didn't really do much Monday. Although, well, I didn't. Monday we went, my nose. Monday we went we tried to go shopping. I tried to find customs. We're going to the store tomorrow and going to Kmart. There should be a doll there in some form or way that I will be able to customize. Cause I got the image in my head and I'm like, to be honest, it's gonna be an easy way to, like, I don't really need a specific doll for it, so I'm just going to take what I get. Because Kmart's going out of business, so when we were there last Friday, Thursday, Friday, around that time, everything was 25% off. I'm hoping that when we go tomorrow, or today, however you guys want to think it, it's still tomorrow for me because I haven't slept. We will be able to find something in it, and the percentage off hopefully will be more, because if it isn't, it's going to be irritating, because, like, come on, every week, why don't you just kind of slowly, like, price down your, like, give them more percentage? You guys are going out of business. And then Kmart's crap is already, like, priced up. Like, are you kidding me? $35 for an economy doll? Get the heck out of here. So, there's that. If anything, I'll try and find something on eBay, which I hate doing. Because I've had my problems with eBay. People tell me, like, buy online, all these things. And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. But I've had so many online problems with buying things that I kind of have an aversion of doing that. Which I need to kind of get out of, because it's becoming a problem where I kind of needed to start doing that. But we went to the thrift store and I was able to get, like, a Deuce fashion pack for a couple dollars. So now Skull Dude has glasses and shoes. So my hunter has his shoes back. And then the rest of the things I'm saving for another boy custom whenever I get one, if I get one. So, or make one is what I mean. So there's that, my brain. I'm having a hard time thinking. Oh, I did get purses so that way I can make shoes, which is what I spent today doing. I did prep some swords, which I'll probably end up working on at some point tomorrow. All I gotta do is cover them and then start making hilts, which jades are gonna be very easy. There's not really much to them, or to it. I think she only wants one sword. I can't remember. So, there's that. And then, here, let me move Kira out of the way. And for the love of God, don't fall. Ever since she fell that one time, I'm, like, terrified she's gonna fall again. But here's the shoes I made. I know it's not a good shot. I have pictures on Instagram. And they're not perfect. Like, this one's slightly too small. And then they do this opening thing, which I'm going to fix probably tomorrow when I make another pair of shoes. Because I want to at least make a pair of shoes for each pair of pants. Just like I want to make a cloak for each pair to go with each outfit. So he technically will have, like, 3 outfits. There's also a possibility I might... Ooh. Okay, camera. There's also a possibility I might get some fur tomorrow. Good. Because I have, like, this much fur left out of that patch. Which is still a good amount of fur, but, like, it kind of limits me as to what I can do with it. So, tomorrow, hopefully I'll be able to get fur. We'll see. My custom is my main concern. I'm just stressing out over it. I know it's not that big of a deal, and I'm making it a big deal. But that's how my brain works when I know there's something I need to be doing and I literally don't have the ability to do it. My brain just goes like, so, and I know that was probably really weird for a few of you. I'm sorry. That's what happens when I'm tired. So I made those boots, did those swords. Hopefully things will happen tomorrow that will allow me to do things later this week. I'm hoping. Which I shouldn't say I wouldn't be able to do Gina's, because that, I have a higher ability of doing that one, just because, well, scratch that. No, I don't. I don't know, because I have an idea in my head already, it's hard, because usually I just get dolls and then I'm like, hey, I could do that. Where this time I've had time to come up with an idea for a person, now I'm like, oh crap, now I gotta get a doll that goes with that. Because that's how my brain works. It doesn't, like, I can't just not have that idea, I have to do it. Which is kind of sometimes bad. But anyway, that's kind of my last 2 days. I don't know. I'll vlog tomorrow if I do anything special. I'll probably will at least vlog like shoes or something that I make, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to at least make one pair of shoes, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, until next time, until like the next clip, I'll see you guys later. Bye! Okay. Hey you guys. It's Thursday/Friday. I haven't gone to sleep yet. I will here in a little bit. But I kind of wanted to vlog and tell you what's been up and what I have been doing. But first off, here's Alex's boots. I only made one because by the time I finished this one, I was too exhausted to do this one. So I still gotta do that, and then I didn't do it today because I was working on swords. So there's that. But otherwise, he's looking pretty awesome. I like him. Looking good. Nothing much with Kira because she's for the most part done for the whole second. And, oh! I'm like 2/3 of the way done with this head. Almost, kind of, not really. Okay. That I did way more than I thought. The yellow is done, and then I stopped right there on the head. So there's still like a bunch, there was a bunch right here, like you can kind of see. This is what it looked like before. All that is now filled on this side of the head, which you guys can't tell what I'm doing, but what else? Let me go in here so I can show you some stuff because I want to. Here's Kira's sword. Kira's amber sword. My brain is also fried right now. I'm so exhausted and tired and all that junk. So here's a little bit of amber swords. Ignore like the dolly clothes everywhere. I need to clean up this room. So here's the sword I'm making for Jade. This is a sword I'm making for somebody else. I got clay in here, and then I've been bored, so I made some wands. Not sure what I'm doing with those yet. I'm bored, so that's what I'm doing instead of... Oh, I also started rerouting. I finally got a doll to do stuff with. So I'm customizing her for Tiffy. Hopefully within the next week or something I can get Gina's done, or get Gina's, so that way I can finish stuff. And I feel like I'm taking forever to do some stuff, like with the swords and the customs and everything. But I think I'm going to try and wait a little bit so that way it's just easier. I don't really want to make 1,000 trips to the post office. So I'm trying to make as much stuff to like send out as I possibly can. Like the customs will probably take like a trip within themselves. So once I finish these swords, I'm going to take a trip, send Amber stuff, send stuff to Libby, and send the giveaway stuff. So I got those 3 things I'm kind of quickly trying to work on. I got those covered actually. Here's this one. I don't know, I just thought that might be cool. I still need to send the pictures to the person to see if they liked the shape, so I'm hoping they like the design, because I came up with these designs and I forgot to show her, so if she wants different ones I can do that, but then that means I can just sell these. There's that one. Here's this one, which the handles on these I'm gonna have to play around with, because she want the concepts, the pictures she sent me had some really fancy stuff, and I really can't do that on this scale or on a bigger scale. Well, I guess I could try on a bigger scale, but on this small scale it's kind of hard, especially for the thinner parts of the swords that she was showing me, because they would just break right away. I mean, even if I bubble wrapped it, I'm pretty much 90% sure they will break in shipping to her. So I'm gonna have to get a little creative, but that's fine. So there's that one. Then there's this one, which I just left plain because I really liked the way that looked. So we'll see what she thinks of it. And then it tapers into this round shape, which this basically is going to look like that coming out of the hilt. And the same thing for this one. It's going to look like that coming out of the hilt. Oh, that's not a very good picture. Like that. And then this one will kind of have the same look. Or I don't know, I might make it higher. So it's like that. I don't know yet. And then I still have the knives of that to cover, but that's for the most part what I've been doing. Oh, and I got this steel wool Brillo pad thing to scratch up, because I like antiquing the swords. To me they look more realistic if they are antiqued and stuff like that, so hopefully that will help with that, because I've noticed that paint is kind of pretty much just wiping straight off. It's not really antiquing or taking any type of paint, and I could do stuff to it to try and help it, and I've tried 1 or 2 things and it hasn't really done anything, but hopefully with the steel wool that will certainly help. Hopefully. But I think that's it. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna try and do some more stuff tomorrow. And, yeah. Also made a few other things, but I'm trying not to show certain things, because I'm still trying to keep them a surprise. That's why I didn't do, like, a super detailed look at the swords. Because even though I showed them, I still want to keep it as much of a surprise for her as possible. And the other things I showed, they're just not done. So, and I would show you Tiffy's custom, but like I said, I want to keep it a surprise. So, like, a lot of the things I make are people who I'm making them for watch my videos. So I'm trying not to put completed stuff in the footage, because I mean, it doesn't give the full effect if it's not. Oh, I'm not done in here, so I'm not going to turn off the light. But yeah, and my hair is just crazy. I don't know, weird. But this is going to be it. Sorry, you guys. I think I'll vlog tomorrow. I'll just do, like, whatever I haven't, like, an update kind of thing, and then I'll close out the vlog and stuff, so yeah, it's gonna be it for tonight, so I'll see you guys later, okay? Okay. Hey, you guys, it's Saturday, basically Friday at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like always, like, you guys know how I do. And you guys are probably wondering why I never change my shirt. This is my pajama shirt, and I only change it like every couple of days, because it's kind of needless to, like, change your shirt that you only sleep in for a couple hours every single day. Anyway, sorry, I realized that. I was like, I think this is like the third time I've worn this pajama shirt. Anyway, I was about to say I didn't do much. I did a lot today, actually. As you can see right there, I finished, not finished, but, well, this sword's actually technically finished. I'm gonna cover this end, and then I need to wrap it and do stuff to it, and then I need to antique the sword and stuff like that. This one, I still need the top of the hilt and maybe a few other things. Same thing with these ones. Really, it's just the handles. I do the handles first and stuff, but I also made a couple wands just because I was bored and I was like, hey, I can just make some wands. And then I was like, since I'm making stuff, let me just make some stuff. And so I made like a couple charms. I actually really like this one. I don't know why. It's like really chunky and kind of ugly, but I don't know. And then there's this one which, again, kind of chunky, kind of odd. So those two charms wouldn't really be necklace charms, since that's what when I'm thinking of these smaller charms like these, that's what I'm kind of thinking of, is like the necklace charms. But like these bigger ones are probably going to be charms that like you could put on a belt or another type of accessory, really, I guess. Or well, I guess they could be necklace charms for SD dolls, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet, so there's that. And then I got a bunch. I played with making some belts for a couple people. And then I have chain out because I'm making a belt for another person, but they need to send me how big the waist is. Because I was like, hey, I'm sending you stuff, might as well just make you something else other than just 1 or 2 items. So that's what I'm doing. And Libby's thing is almost ready, and I'm so happy that this stuff is almost done. Giveaway stuff, almost done. Libby's package, almost done. Amber's package, it's pretty much done. I just got one thing left to do for it, and then I can send it out. And then Jade's package is basically almost done as well. So I'll hopefully be able to send all of those probably by Wednesday. I can't finish everything by Monday. I know that. I'm trying my hardest, but there's no way I'm going to finish everything by Monday. Because I don't want to like make a million trips. I think I said this before in another clip. But, yeah. And then I was bored one night, so I just took this body that I'm customizing this body for, Tiffy. But I was bored and I was like, I don't want to undress my dolls. Let me just take this body that's already naked and I can just play around with her. So, I just layered a bunch of different random things, like this lace collar, and gave her these cute little shoes because I thought they kind of looked good with this dress. I don't know. I'm weird and playing around with stuff. And then, guess who I got today? This chick. So, a review for her should be up tomorrow for you guys, because where's the light? Okay, well, it's better. Actually reviewed in this area, so let me get up. Ouch. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing today. And then yeah, I wasn't planning on getting her, but Kmart was had another, they were 25% off and then they went to 30, so she went down to 15. So it's on sale, and my mom always tries to pick up sales whenever she can. So she was getting a doll. She got the Barbie look doll. It's like the one that she's like in a 70s outfit kind of thing. Super articulated. She was $30, and I was always wondering, like, I knew her elbows and her hands could move, but I was like, $30 for elbow and wrist movement? So when I opened her for my mom, because my mom doesn't like opening boxes, so I opened her for my mom, and I was like, holy crap. Her legs move, like, she was completely jointed other than, like, the normal bust and ankles really are the only two things that didn't move, but I was like, for leg movement, like, that makes me happy. And then she came with accessories and stuff like that, and then, like, my mom was like, if she's in the 70s, why does she have a bottled water? That wasn't around. And I was like, how do you know she was in the 70s? Maybe she's just dressing like that. And I was like, uh-uh. My mom was like, no, she's 70s. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then I got lobster claws. That was pretty much the only other thing I got today. I feel like sitting down because I'm tired. But, ooh, shaky camera, sorry. But, I haven't worked much more on Tivy's thing because I really wanted to try to get those swords, at least, like, the handles done, which I was able to do, and I'll hopefully be able to finish, or not, maybe not finish, but at least get the handle, like, get it to the point where I can, like antique it and, like, paint, do whatever, like, that kind of stuff. Like, be done with the clay part. Hopefully I can do that tomorrow. And then hopefully at least get the hairline done, maybe. And then another thing I was starting to do today, because I got, like, this bit of inspiration, and I was like, ooh, I need to draw. So I drew, and usually when I draw a face, it's like I only draw one at a time. Like when I was doing faces for Amber, her art, I was doing like one a day, and that's usually my limit. Like after one face, I'm like, nah. But for some reason, I was just so inspired. I did like 4 faces, not complete faces, but because what I do is because it drives me nuts if I can't get the face symmetrical. Because for the most part, a lot of doll sculpts are symmetrical. So, my brain died. So I have to get, like, so I do one half of the face, like, with the main features, and then sometimes I'll draw the hair on for one side, and then I'll trace it, like, fix all the things that need to be fixed, and then flip it and like copy and whatever, and then I'll put it on the actual sketching paper, and then I'll draw it and color it and do all the things I need to do. So I've been drawing, and I drew basically 4 sketch faces. I'll probably at least get like the whole face done and sketched onto the paper. That way all I have to do for the next day or so is like ink it and color it. So that would be fun. I would be happy about that. And then that's it. I still haven't finished Alex's shoes. But hopefully this wasn't too long. I think I've rambled a few times throughout this vlog, but oh well. Long videos are fun. I prefer them. So, but I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!